Hi, welcome to this chapter where we are going to see about the tools. The first one is the selection tool. In the selection tool, you can just select a single object, group object and a clip mask. You can just move the tool, you can rotate it, you can scale it, you can rotate, shrink, and this one is a direct selection tool which you can just select the points and adjust the handles and you reshape it. Same thing with the clip mask, you can just select an individual object which is already grouped. The group selection tool and which is already grouped, you can just select the individual object and adjust its content. The magic wand tool, it is just like you can just select a single object with all its nodes so that you can adjust, and on the bottom you can just see the tolerance value of it. By adjusting the parameters you can, and this one is the lasso tool. With the group you can just select all these parts including multiple objects. The pen tool, again it is normal, just like a pen tool, just create any shape as you like and you can finally join it when the icon changes. That is all about the pen tool. And on right hand side you can see the shortcut for each and every tool. This you can add a point, you can delete a point. For some tools you don't have the shortcuts, which will be represented by one dash. Anchor point tool, you can just select an anchor point. It's the inverted V shape icon. You can just select and you can adjust the handle accordingly, but you cannot move the vertex, you cannot move the node point, but you can adjust at that particular position. Curvature tool is like, when you draw a line, you can just curve it. As you create it, it will be in a curved format. The type tool, again, you can just type. By default you will get the lorem and weft text will come, lorem ipsum text will come, and you can just type the text by selecting the font. Area type tool, again here you can just have all the text filled in one particular shape. Type on the path tool, you can just type the text on the path. And the vertical type tool, here you can just type the text vertically. Vertical area type tool is similar to the horizontal area type tool. Here you can, all the text will be in vertical. Vertical type on the path, the same thing, but it is typing in a path vertically. Touch type tool is a very interesting one. You can just adjust it without ungrouping it. You can just type a text and you can just select the individual text. You can scale it, you can rotate it, you can reposition it. Line segment tool is to create a line. Arc tool is to create an arc. You can adjust its position anywhere you want. And spiral tool is you can create a spiral by adjusting the up and down arrow. You can just adjust the parameters of it. Similarly, the rectangle grid tool, you can adjust the parameters, number of cells, number of divisions, horizontal and vertical. Here also same thing, you can adjust the number of circles, number of spokes. Rectangle type tool is a normal one. You can create a rectangle, solid shape rectangle, fill the color, gradient or whatever. Rounded rectangle tool is on the corners. You can just see it will be represented by a rounded tool. Round tool, you can adjust it by using the direct selection tool, which I'll show it to you in the coming chapters. This all is the basic introduction of the tools. Okay, the polygon tool. You can also adjust the number of sides you want, reduce it or increase it in the property bar. This is a quick view of all the tools in Illustrator. Okay, it's a very fast one. So just for you to understand exactly which are the tools, where it is located. Flare tool is not too commonly used, but if you want you can use it. Not much of use of this. One effect you will get, that's it. And the next one is like the paintbrush. It's like your paintbrush. You can have the paintbrush tool. You can just draw it. Remember, all these are lines. Look, okay, like see this. You want change it. You have to convert that to an outline. Okay, that we'll see. Now this is a blob tool. You always keep this in mind. Okay, this tool is this. This tool is this. If you want, you can download this video and keep. Okay, it's a blob brush tool, and here is a shaper tool which gives you the perfect shape. Roughly, you just create a rectangle or circle. It will exactly create the perfect circle. Suppose you want to make a triangle or some shape you want, like draw like that, you will get a polygon shape. The pencil tool is similar to the brush tool. It's very thin. Okay. Anything you can just draw like this. Yeah. And smooth tool is like you create a line like this and you can just drag it from the node to the next node. You can smoothen it. You can just try all this. Okay, see, these are the tools and this is the application how to do it. You can just practically you have to try it and see. So then only you'll understand exactly about the tools. And this one is jointed. Both the lines should be selected. Okay, both should be selected. Then only this will work. Erasing tool, you can erase it. Erase one part of your object. Select it, move it this side and this side. And you can cut it into pieces. Provided it has to be selected. Both the object has to be selected. Knife tool, you can just move it this side and this side. You can rotate it. You can rotate at its axis. You move it. Yes. And you can move it on that side and that's a reflection of it. Of course, there is another option. When you double click on this icon, you will get a parameter where you can make a copy of it. Okay, all those things we'll see later because that's a big episode. Okay. Going in detail of Illustrator. That's shortly coming up. As I told you, it comes in 20 parts. Oh, this is very short. Shortly, I'm just telling you about this. This is a shear tool, and you can just select on that, and you can just move this side and that side. You move it up and down. It's a reshape tool. You can create one line and you can reshape it. And it's a width tool. You can just select one line and just go click on it and you can just press it to your required width. Okay. You can adjust the width. Wrap tool is you can wrap it like this. Twill tool, you can just twill. So Pakar, all these are reshaping tools. Like your reshaping has made much more easier. Blot tool, see, you can just click on it, it will blot. The name itself says that it's blotting. Just click on the blotting. Color tool, again you just go increase the brush size by open bracket or close bracket and click on the center so that you get symmetrical distortion. So slice and you can shape it, make it bigger. Wrinkle tool is you can have on all the sides, you can adjust the wrinkles. For some effect you can give in a design. Free transform tool, this particular panel might be available in some version it will not be available. Okay, so make sure it's available or not. Now next is the puppet prop tool. You can just create some shape and you can just go over there and you can adjust it. Basically you can use it for frame by frame animation part, or you can just use anything which is made up of mesh vectors. You can adjust it You can move the head or anything, basically for animation purpose. This is a shape builder tool. You can just use the line which goes and which connects all these boxes. It creates a solid box, just like your shape tool. The live paint bucket tool. Here you can just click on different colors without doing anything. Live, interactive directly. You can give some colors. Here and here. So that's a live paint bucket tool. And it's a paint selection tool. This is having some errors. Okay. So these errors, sometimes it's a bug. It's a bug in the software. Some are selecting properly. You can just see it's selecting outside. So that's some problem there. And this is a perspective grid, which is the 2-point and 3-point perspective view. You can just adjust it and move it up, and after that you can create the object there, which follows the perspective shape. And on the left hand side top you can just see the icon, and you can see a small cube which shows which side it is. You can close it so that the grid goes, and you can just change in the panel. You can just change to 2-point, 3-point or whatever. You can move like this, push up. Next is a mesh tool, and as soon as you click on the circle, you can just see a point will come. You can just go to the color picker tool and pick the colors. Gradient tool, you have a line, and you can just drag it at any angle you want, and you can adjust the slider. You can even give the color to the slider. And this one is a eyedropper tool, which samples the colors as well as the style. If you click on the text, in the bottom, see 2 text are there. When you click on this, automatically the same font, same outline, same color will come. This is a measuring tool which measures the distance between 2 objects. It depends on the preference what you give, like what unit you give, centimeters, millimeters or inches. The blend tool, which blends 2 shapes and colors together. This also you can use it for for graphs or anything, for brochures or other things, wherever applicable. This one is a symbol sprayer tool. You can change symbols, okay, and you have a symbol library. You can select different icons. Small boxes are there. You can just select and you can just give a spray to it. So that's quite simple. And the same spray, suppose you want to shift these icons, you can just move it here and there, and you can just crunch it. Crunch it means like make everything together in one place. So like that you can use this tool. And remember, open bracket and close bracket is to adjust the size of your brush. The round color is the round you can adjust the brush. You can just spin it. This is a stainer tool. It's used basically to stain different colors. Whatever color you change there, that stain will come. That is a tint of it will come. That's also the same thing. Screening tool, you can just make it lighter or overlapping. So you can see it's very, background is white, so the screening, what happens is it becomes very light. And here styler tool. See, everything it's difficult to do. You can just visualize it. That's why I'm showing you in visualization. If I simply tell this tool is this tool is used for styler means you will not understand. So that is why when you see this practically, you will know exactly what it is. Now this is a graph tool. This there are a lot of softwares which gives you more accurate graphs, but here they are given an option where if you want you can use it for brochures and other stuff. You need to enter the parameter in the tables. So even good in Excel and other things, you will be knowing it. Artboard, different pages, different sizes. And this is a slice tool. This is basically used for web application. The images will be divided into pieces and you can export it for the web, because web always allows only very small size images. And this is used to select the slice what already you have done, to move it and keep it over there. Next one is a hand tool. You can pan the images as you like. You can pan across the screen. This is a hand tool. And now finally you can rotate the views. You can rotate the view at any point you want. You can just see these images. The print tile tool. See, this image is there. This image, suppose if you want, you can take it as individual A4 printout. So you can join all the tiles together to form the image, just like making a poster. The huge one, huge posters and all are there, means you can divide it into tiles. And this is a zoom. If you want, you can zoom it or zoom out. That ends this chapter for Adobe Illustrator tool. Thanks for watching.